Welcome to this series where we are playing Transport Fever 2 and we're picking up on the 5th of January 1877. In this video, what we're going to be doing is setting up a public transport railway link from Stainforth to Gainsborough to but before that I need to do a little bit of work on the route that I set up in the last part. And the reason we were picking up few years on from the end of the last video is it's taken several years for my shipping line to bed in, just to show you the profit on that. No, shipping, sorry. You can see the material stone is making a lot of money. Erith lumber is a little bit behind, simply because if you watch the video, I actually made a problem with the allocation down here. I put steel instead of tools, so it's taken a little while for the line to get up to here. But you can see I've got a bit of a problem here with respect to loading. So what I want to do is actually finish this line through to here, but we're going to need to make some changes to the actual route itself, simply because if I come up to here and I unpause the game, this is the reason the game's on pause, there's two things going on in this area. One, we've got delays caused by these trains here. Also, if I show you this train, you see this one is actually now losing money. The reason this train is losing money is that it's having to deadhead out all the way out to Birkenhead Forest. And the problem is that unless if it doesn't pick up a full load here, which it is because I've been changing the actual this route, which is a dedicated route for just not this one, sorry, this one. This is Birkenhead Lumber. If I show you this one is making money because these trains are just running backwards and forwards. But this congestion isn't helping matters very much. And if this train here doesn't get a full load here, that's why it loses money, because it doesn't make enough money on the back run here. So what I want to do is change this route so that we can set up a new route, which will just run between East and Gainsborough Holt and down to the port here. And the idea is that what that will do is allow us to make some money from that perspective, and hopefully we will be able to make this profitable. Well, that's the theory anyway. So what we're going to do is start down here. We're going to put in a little bit of road like that, and what I want to do is I'm going to pick up a terminal station, and I want this terminal station to aim. I probably have to put a tiny little bit of a road spur aiming in the right direction. Now I don't want to get too close to this, but in fact I'm just going to push it out a bit further actually, because I don't want to crowd that cargo terminal here. So maybe we'll just I think that's about it. And we'll put the terminal in there. Oops, wrong way. I think we've got a reasonable line there. And I think it might be possible. Let me just see. I don't think we need to get this connected to that. I mean, eventually this might expand down here and get a connection all by itself. So then what we're going to do is track a little bit. Don't want to go too deep into the ground, because I certainly don't want to do that. Oh, I think it'd be okay. We just got a little bit of a bump over there. Oh. Game is not playing, probably because I've come the wrong way. Sometimes the game will pick up from a point. I'm going to go here. I'm not worried about this junction here because one, a lot of these trucks will disappear, and two, what I'll be doing is reworking these roads in the future so that we can get things done. And then we're going to get a lot closer to here. You can come into there. So this will be a terminal N line, which will run up to here, which will then run through to I East, and this would be the route, 3 stations. Now we're going to set up the route, and this is going to be a bit complicated. Well, it's probably an understatement, to be honest. And we're going to create a new line here. We're going to start in Gainsborough Exchange, and here we're going to have to set the loading. So what you're going to do here is you're going to load boards. That is boards, isn't it? Planks and materials, and you're going to unload tools here. So you're going to go there, then you are going to go up to here, and you're on the outbound side. Eventually this will wait for a full load, but I don't want to do that straight away. You're going to unload the planks. Actually, I've got to change here, and you're going to load tools here. Actually, I need... Yeah, we've got materials there. Okay, we did do it. Now you're going to run all the way through to here. No, I don't want a new line. Cancel. Fine. Gains for halt. At the station. Here you are going to unload the materials and the tools, and you're going to pick up planks here. Then you're going to come back to here. Here you are going to unload all the planks here, and you're going to pick up tools. Now this one is quite important, because if I don't tell them to drop the planks here, it may go down there with planks on and come back the other way. So we've now got the line, and I need to name it. Call this. Actually, I'm going to call this ST, which is short for steam train, and we'll call you Gains to I supplies. Actually, tools and lumber. Bit of a long name, but it's okay. Now eventually I will set the fixed pickup. In fact, probably place I will probably need to set this up. What is this? This is I East. I East. Wait, already loaded. Leaving here with a full load of lumber is going to be quite important. So we've now got the line here. Now comes the fun bit, because what we're going to do is get these trains onto the new line. And this is the reason why I've created a new line rather than edited the previous line. Because any train going out this way, if I flip them, if I just deleted the station at the end there, because I'm shortening the line, these would not have been able to get anywhere. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the queue up, manage train. See the losses I'm incurring with this line. And we'll just put you onto that line. I need to get... This one I'm going to let go by, because I think he might have get a bit confused. So what I've got to do now is find the... See, this is a good example that the trains on the line that was coming down to here was actually spending more time actually out beyond the end of the line. So that one, this is the one I can't afford to do. This one we can pick up and navigate. If the train's coming this way, it's not quite so bad, but you can see the queue here, and that's what's partly causing me losses. Just come up if we can. That's yeah, I've lost some trains. Where are you? That one we need to wait till it comes back. Eventually these trains will space out. Let me just, what we're going to have to do is go looking for the missing trains. Got 2 more trains here. Where are you? You're going out that way there. They're good. Where are you? Right, you're down here. I think. Oh, where are you? You're running out that way as well. Okay. So I need those 2 trains to come back before I can fix them right direction. See, this one isn't fully loaded. It's a little bit of a cause for concern. I thought, here he comes. This one is good. We can pick him up, manage miracles, allocate you to number because he's going the right direction. If he's going this direction, he'll be okay. Why am I short of lumber? Yes, because we got the 2 lines. See, this is another problem. This line here is actually pulling all the lumber away from the actual lumber trains, which means that this isn't a good idea. And I want to allocate you to. He should be able to find his way back because he's facing the right direction. And what I should be able to do now is go into. Yeah, where is it? Need to make sure we get the right one. And why are you piling up log lumber here? That's not right. Something is leaking through. Working ahead's goods. Spanish line. Train. Wait, which platform? Oh, you're on the wrong platform. Okay. We can fix you. I don't want you on this platform. I want you on 2. What we should do is this will come into here. He will drop off there. Eventually, we will get the tools start to appear on this side as we get the pickup. Now, the next thing I need to do is come up to here. Got no tools coming into here just at the moment. We could probably move that signal about there, and so that line will become a little bit more efficient. These guys. Now I need to expand this place. Configure. I'll go. Because what I want to do here is set up a route. New line. Pick up here. And oh, yeah. We need to deliver. We got this factory here for materials, but there's no quarry nearby, so it's a bit of a waste of time. We're in building here. Now we've got to find. You can see the bricks demand is just here. So what we're going to do is put the brick drop off here because the new factory buildings will come out this way. And now what I want to do is set this to well, it's unload anyway, so but you need to do is go back to iAnnex, and you will only load materials. I don't want this getting distorted. Whoops. And I need to make sure that the other route here, what's it? Tools delivery, come here, manage line. Yeah, this is set up, so that's good. So line 1, oops. Line, I will call you I materials 3. We got this here. Now the next thing I want to do is we've got these trucks here. You can see we're now starting to get some tools coming through, but these are all very bad. And what I want to do, we're going to replace these because we've got new, oops, no, sorry. We've got some, what's it? I don't remember which one it is. Race selected vehicles. What we've got is we've got these trucks here, which can carry, but this one can't carry tools. This one can. This one's got a little bit more speed. So just going to replace all these with new trucks. That will give us a little bit more capacity on the line. Now, while we're at it, I'm just going to, oops, on the 117. I think at the moment the capacity on this line is 32. So we probably could do with some more trucks on this line. And also the depot is all the way up here. I think it's time to do a bit of housekeeping. So you save a bit of money. We're also going to get rid of this road for a reason which will become apparent later on, so I might as well do it now. Of course, this is the road that I originally built in. I'm paying maintenance on at the moment with respect to. And the other thing I want to do, we got this road here, and I want to use it. No, put a road. No. Bit of a curve in. Actually, bring this out this far, like that. And then we'll put this road to here. The reason I brought this out here is to encourage the town to expand this way. Let's just check the route, see if the route is adjusted to those. No, well, it's going that way, but we're into there. Right. And then we're going to put a depot here. We're probably going to get a lot of action in this area going forward, so we'll put you. Now we can deliver materials this way, so I'll buy about these for the moment just to get started. Of course, there's not much demand on materials delivery. This got a bit of an issue here now. I think to be for the moment we're with that restriction on. What that we'll come back to that, but what we're going to do is come here. Now I've got one thing left on this line is we got a couple of vehicles here that need a bit of extra. I need to add a boxcar to you and to you because we want that extra little bit of capacity. At the moment we've got 4 trains on this route, so I'm going to be quite happy for that at the moment. Not slightly a bit happy about why this guy's hanging around so long. These guys are hanging around way too long. You just see, what is this? Manage line. I east. Wait. I want you down there. Don't want you hanging around for 3 minutes waiting. This line needs to make money. So we've now got this line running. We may want to add an extra train, but what I want to do is stimulate the line first. Now, one change I did here was in here somewhere. This Gainsborough port isn't actually been set so that it will actually carry up stuff up to here. But what I do want to do is now get rid of this line. I think all very bad. Sell them. Manage line. And we're just gonna get... what I want to do is force more onto this line here. Wow. I mean, this is bad because at the moment I've destabilized the lines, but I'm hoping that actually I think I might have to put an extra train on here straight away, because if I clone the train, where's it going to come from? I think we will clone in a train, and then we'll just let this run. Okay, so we finally got the route running, and hopefully it will settle down and make some money. Yep, it's tools. Yep, I mean we're starting to build up a little bit of cash, so things will start to move along quite nicely. Eventually this should even out over time once these guys get in here. I mean, if this remains like this, we can always drop one of these trains and save a bit of money that way. So we've now got this area here. Now what I want to do is set up the passenger line. And we're going to start up here with I. And what I'm looking to do, now you've got to remember is that the money you make is by direct line, not by curvy lines. But so what we're going to do is put a passenger station in here. And we are going to go with a through station. Now, again, I know I've said this in previous videos, but it is very important that when you are planning lines, don't do this. Don't put the station right in here. I know it looks like it's a good way to make money, but you're far better off putting it this way. And the other thing also is I want to put an option, maybe we'll back that way a little bit. In fact, we need to turn you around that way. Now, what I want is this station to kind of point in this direction, a fair distance away from I, but I want it heading maybe where, just come back this way a bit. Now, the reason I'm putting the station here is that this is a potential another line that will go around here. I don't want to come across this line, or I could do, but I suppose I could run over that way. Yeah, maybe this isn't quite, don't quite need that angle. So come back here. Maybe we're out. I want to get away from that junction, but I'll put the station about maybe a bit closer to the line, so we're going to put the station right out there. And then now this is going to have the potential for it to be a fast line, so because I want the option, so we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, put the station in like that to begin with, and then we're come here, and come out straight like that for the crossover, and then curve in like that, and don't have the slightest bit worried about the road. Maybe we're a bit like that. Get hook in. Maybe a little bit more speed like that. So we can come off this line very, very quickly. Although with the amount of traffic on this line, it's not particularly that important because, whoops, and we're come through it. But we've now got the fast up line, and we're into here, there, and then should be able to do is put a crossover there. Oh, don't do this to me, game. It's going to tell me it's okay. Gonna have to just come out straight again. Like that, so that we can get the crossover in. That slope. How can you have too much slope? Not exactly sure why that saying that that's got slope in it. Okay, I can play that game. Right, got that line in there. So we're gonna have to change this. And you are going to just ignore that line back here. Work. Okay, we'll just run a long line through here. Oops. Because it's probably too close to these, so we'll just take these out. You out. If that road's going to be a problem, we will get rid of the road. There. Probably is that's down to the fact we got a signal just there. Okay. Review. And we've now got the line in there eventually, and we're in the signals, being up line, down line. At the moment this would be a terminus, so we don't need to worry about other signals. So we've now got this line here, and what I'm going to do is put all the stations in first, and then we'll come back and do the bus lines inside. Now again, for Gainsford here, I want to come off this line here, and we're going to put station out here. Whoops. And I want to put some distance away from Gainsford itself. So right here, I want to aim, or I don't want to remote. Okay, we may have to go a bit closer in to that slope. And game. Now this one is going to have to be a full-blown fast line station. So because we're going to need an up line and a down line. So, that. Platforms. Passenger platform, yep. Make sure we'll put the right one in. We've now got this full-blown station here. What we're going to be doing is running this out here. And what I'm aiming for is that curve just on the horizon there. So, you're going to come in there. You train. Is that the right side? That's the right side. So be the fast line. There. You're going to that. No, it's just let me get rid of you and get you in a bit tighter. Okay. And I suppose this is going to tell me that it's nope, too much curve. Nope, we're good. And we're going to signal that way, that way, that way. Signal there. Signal there. Signal there. Signal there. And you're going to come to there. And put a down line there. So we've now got this station. And what we're going to do is run the out here. And we're going to go virtually dead straight here. We're going to have to do something about that road because it's annoying. That's all. I picked up the right one. That's a bit better. We come there. Don't know if you can you put a crossover? Oh wow, yeah, we'll get that in. If I can get the other side in. Much slope again. We've got crossovers there. Now what we're going to be heading for is Stansford over here. Now don't want to bring ships up any further this way. I think this is the furthest north we're going to come, so we can drive a straight across the river like that. I'm not worried about blocking the ports. Why is that kind of bellying out a bit? Not happy with that. Bring you back here. That's better. Now, I'm going to run the track here. Across the river. Again, I'm double tracking from the get-go because this will be a main line. Now, trying to think, we've got this link line here, which has got the potential to take that way and cause a loop because we've got Erith here, but we've also got, where's the other towns and industries? I'm kind of thinking we can, although to be honest, if I run through to Erith, I think that distance might be for buses. There's nothing really up this side, so maybe we will come along the coastline here, and which means we've got to cross all these roads and stuff here. It also means we have quite a spectacular curve here. So if we put in another train station, we want to put you about there. Now this may seem a long way away, but you've got to remember, you've got to leave space for towns to expand, and rail lines can be a little bit of a pain. So you want to put the station some distance out, plus the fact it makes money. Well, okay, we're just going to go straight to the express line immediately. And then we're passenger platform. What am I doing? I'm putting platforms down, not tracks. Okay, get rid of you. Tracks. Put 4 tracks again here. Like that. Then we'll put the platforms. Like that. I think we're from this back a little bit. Now we've got to kind of come out. I want a fairly wide loop so that we don't lose too much speed on this section. So we're going to have a bit of an extravagant. I think we can live with that cutting. There's also the possibility that I might bring a connecting track down to here if we need to start shipping more food. So I'm gonna come there. We need to come in. There's only 3 tracks here. Okay, we're gonna have to change the station again. Miscalculated. I want an fast up line and a fast down line. And work. Yeah. Round to here. And there. And you're going to connect up to there. Let's just get back and do the station. Do this station. No. I was absolutely certain I put in 4 lines, but we can soon fix it. One here like that. Platform back. And then we'll put this track out. Then of course we'll put the crossover exchange there. I know we won't need it to begin with because we'll be running off one side, but I just want it all set up from the get-go. Forgotten which way the signals go. Okay, let me just back over here. Right-hand drive. Hopefully this will be a very profitable route. If it isn't, well, we're just gonna have to keep stimulating our towns. What I'm gonna do now is create the route. Let's start from Stainford branch to Gainsford. And we're gonna run all the way through to I. It's gonna be quite a long route. Now, when you set up station connections like this for moving passengers, what you want to do is don't actually go more than 3 cities, because what can happen is you get people on here, which will fill the train up, so people won't travel. So 3 big cities is about the limit for a line. Call it passenger train. Oops. Passenger train. Call it stain to gain to I. So we've now got the actual passenger line here. Now what we got to do is now create the demand by connecting this up with the actual what we call it, with the passengers in this area. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll get the train running first. We've got 500 million, so we're not exactly short of cash. I'm going to need a depot. I'm getting a bit fed up with using this depot all the way over there. So what we'll do is we'll create a depot here. Actually, we could put it on this side. I don't think there's going to be much going on over this side. So we'll just spin you around. And I am going to push it back a long way because what I want to do is have the options to no, that's the wrong way around. So we need the upline. Then you can do the downline like that. And what we're going to do now is build a passenger train. I'm a bit inclined to go for that because the extra speed might make a difference. Extra 5 kilometers. Trouble is the maintenance, but I think the only way we're going to find out is by actually giving it a go. And of course, what we're going to need is passengers. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 92 meters. This is the reason why I've gone for the more powerful train. I'm going to be very optimistic. And we're going to get this guy running. We're only going for 1 train to begin with, so that he can just create the demand. What we're going to do is actually we're just going to take a quick look at our line here. We're making nearly 500,000. I've just made 500,000. A little bit worried about this. We're not. This is not good. This is not good. Let me just see. Oh, it might be okay. Let me just take a quick look out here. Station. Yeah, he's got surplus there. See, we got these trains coming in. I think I want another one of these. Clone in. The reason I'm cloning in another train is that this platform needs to have at least enough people on here, or enough plank lumber on here to ensure this train will go. And I mean, we could create a shunting yard effect here, but which is a possible option. But I'd rather have the capacity come up this way. Let me just check through here. We got lots of stuff going there. We're going to need to work more on the outbound demand, and we may need to work more on from the lumber point of view, so we might need more ships coming up this way. And we're losing money on this route, I think. No, we're not. We're just on the ship itself. Let's just check. How much did you drop off? 64. What's your capacity? Right, we may need to look at the shipping line so that we can get more lumber up here so that we'll actually make more money this way. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, which is something that I shouldn't be doing. Now, let's get back. We're going to start at I. No, we'll start at Gainsford because that's in the center. And the first thing we're going to need to do is collect up our streets. Now, what I like to do is have a two-way effect. So we're going to put over here. So I like, when I'm setting up public transport systems, I like circular routes because they make a little bit more sense. And we're going to come here. There. Now, the options we've got for the public transport, let me just take a look. Our passenger route is, we've got this steamy thing, 17 kilometers an hour. It only carries 5 people. What I'm going to do, and we'll put it out here, is I like trams, I must admit. So we're going to come here. And we'll put a tram depot. And what vehicles we got here? We've got a steam tram that can carry 11 people at 26 kilometers an hour. And we got one that by 11:20. I think we're going to probably go with the steam tram. Now, the next thing I've got to do is remember how to do this with streets. Tram track, yes. What we got to do is you. We're going to need you there. Right, what we're looking for is a tram track. And another reason I like trams is the fact that it gives you an opportunity to actually plan your routes. We're going to come out here, come there. Tempted to go around there, but I don't think we will because this encloses the city to the north. Part of me feels that sometime in the future we're going to have to move that rail track out a bit further. We're going to come there. I think we'll be okay coming through here. Come there. I think we'll come in a little bit there, and there. So we've now got our tram route set up. And next thing, we're going to have buildings. And one thing I always like is bi-directional routes. So, because if you get, I think we'll put route the right way. Make sure, yep. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I don't really care too much about the levels of coverage. I'll put one there, but we can put one there. We can put in extra stops should we need them. Put you there. Got another there. Maybe we'll come back into that. I think we can get in. Maybe one more. We'll start the route. Go that way. This is where you've got to be a little bit careful because obviously the stops are opposing. So one just up there. You that way, and that should complete. We may have to use the waypoint. Oh no, because I put the tram line this way, didn't I? Okay. Actually, we'll call it Tram Gainsborough. Actually, we'll just call it Gains, and that's CW for clockwise. And then what we'll do is we'll the other rate. And we'll just come to here. Go that way. There. You there. That brings us back to Stanley Road. This will be, call it Tram Gains anti-clockwise. And what we're going to do now is come in here. We're going to go for the straight for the steam trams. So we're there, 5. Get that way, by another 5. Oops. 5 more. And anti-clockwise. Here comes our little steam trams. What that will do now is generate the interest there. Now, of course, what I've got to do now is repeat this process for I and Stainford. I'm aware that I'm also running out of time, and I want to show you the line working. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm just going to do the connections, and then I'll cut the video to set the tram lines up, and then I'll be back with possibly an operating main line. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go with the streets. Let me build a tram line. Oh, we're in update mode. Yep. Actually, we'll cancel that. We'll just put this here first, and then yeah, I think this would be okay. We're you to there. Take this here. We go straight, and this connection is going to be put in because obviously I is not very big, so we're going to need to put this up here. I'm going to go back to turn you off. Wait, no, back to there. We'll put a road connection there. Back to there. That will bring the tram in from this point of view. To be optimistic in the fact that, and on the assumption that we're going to expand that way. So come up here, run through here, go and turn this corner here, go there, go there, here, here. Don't have that much coverage in the center, so come back this way, this way, and then we'll start with the stops diametrically opposed. I'm going to put a stop out here. I know it's not really going to be much use, but we'll just space them out a little bit more here. Because of course this isn't as big as the other pounds, but we'll get some business going, don't worry. Okay, so we got that there. Of course, we're going to put downside with trams is that we've always got a depot in every town, but that's okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to set the route up and I'll be right back. Okay, we got the route set up. So what we're going to do is buy 5 of these. Assign you to buy tram clockwise, and we're 5. Yeah, buy anti-clockwise. And we're just gonna let the game run. So we've now got beginnings of our route. If I come back over Gainsford, the game has been running for a little while now. So you can see we're actually getting a few people actually traveling on our trams. Let's see. We've got no one that way yet, but that's okay. Did we got anyone? We're getting a few more people traveling on this route now, and hopefully that will start to make some money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go and put in the final link to this little bit of a puzzle, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. You can see now we are getting some demand here for people. What we need now is some more trains. So we're going to have to find is here, manage vehicles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone in we're going to clone in 4, and we're just going to let the game run. Okay guys, right, we've found the train, and you can see at the moment we're losing a phenomenal amount of money, because it will take a little while for the actual demand to build up because the trams need to circulate, and also we need the people moving around the city. So hopefully you can see we got another train coming the other way. Just see how many people they will pick up. Hopefully this will become a profitable line. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will be once the trains start spacing out a little bit. You can see the trouble at the moment, we've got lots of trains kind of all bunched up. See how many people he's going to pick up here. That we've got 88 people in there now wanting to go to I, and we'll just follow this train through and see how it goes. Now of course we will get a bit of a collision with the fact that this train can do 50 kilometers an hour, where the one in front can only do 45, but we shouldn't be too bad because okay, we're going to need to work a little bit on the signaling, because I know what's causing the problem here. Is the crossover here we need to sort out. Oops. And that's confusion. And more importantly, we need to bracket these a bit, because what actually causes the problem is, I'm going to go even closer, because the game can sometimes kind of work out that things are actually, and of course we got the through pass here now, which will allow us to get through here quite quickly. You can see the train's maintaining speed, which is brilliant. And he will right, we're going to have to squeeze up some of these signals here as well, so I don't want it to be too long. And we're just going to drop into I here. We're going to drop off our first real load of passengers. Hopefully it will make us some money. 77,000. We will now pick up another 88 passengers this way. So what I'm going to do is follow the train back, and I'll show you how the money that will start to accumulate as we approach Gainsford. So here we are coming into Gainsborough. It looks like there's quite a lot of people waiting to catch the train here. We've now got 663,000. We picked up 69 passengers wanting to go to Stainsford. And again, I'll just follow the train through to Stansford. So here we are, we're just coming into Stainford. See, we're on this platform. Just dropped off another 69, that makes 920. And we picked up 88 to go back. Wow. That is an example. Well, looks like we might need a few more trams here. We may actually need to increase the number of trams, but that will come over time. Just to show you the, if we come here. Here we are, here's the tram lines. So we have got a separate filter with the tram lines. And you can see here straight away now that we're making money on all our tram lines. And we got potential to improve that over time. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.